Welcome to all devotees. We start today's Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tata Jayam Udiret Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Hare Krishna Pranam. Today we continuing chapter 2, Divinity and Divine Services of Canto of Shloka number 25 and 26. Bhejire Munaya Agre. Please recite.
Munayo agre.
Munaya Agre. Bhagavantam Adhokshajam.
Bhagavantam adhokshajam.
Sattvam Vishuddha.
Sattvam vishuddha.
Shemaya Kalpante.
Shemaya kalpante.
E Anutan Iya.
Ye anutan iha.
Mumukshava.
Mumukshavaha.
Ghora Rupan.
Ghora rupan.
Hitva.
Hitva.
Bhutapatin Atha.
Bhutapatinatha.
Narayana Kalaha.
Narayana kalaha.
Shanta Bhajanti.
Shanta bhajanti.
Hi
Anusuyavaha.
Anusuyavaha. Bheji. Bhejire. Munaya. Atha agre. Bhagavantam Adhokshajam.
Bhagavantam adhokshajam.
Sattvam Vishuddham Kshemaya.
Sattvam vishuddha kshemaya. Kalpante ye na taniha. Mumukshava ghora rupana. Hitva bhuta patin atha. Narayana kalaha shanta. Bhajanti hi anusuyavaha. Bhejire munayaha atha agre. Munayaha atha agre. Bhagwantam adhokshajam. Sattvam vishuddha kshemaya. Kalpante ye anutana iha. Mumukshavaha ghora rupana. Hitva bhuta patin atha. नारायण कला शांता
नारायण कला शांता
भजन्ति हि अनुसूयवः.
भजन्ति हि अनुसूयवः.
So can you read Sridhar Prabhuji?
हरे कृष्ण. बेजिरे मुनय अद अग्रे भगवन्तम् अधोक्षदं सत्वं विशुद्धं क्षेमाय कल्पन्ते येनुतान् इगः मुमुक्षवो घोर रूपान् हित्वा भूतपतिन् अथ नारायण कलाशान्त भजन्ति हि अनुसूयवः. हरे
Very good.
Please repeat.
क्या जी?
भेजिरे मुनयाथाग्रे भगवन्त मदोक्षज सत्वं विशुद्ध क्षेमाय कल्पन्ते ये अनु मुमुक्षवः घोर रूपान् हित्वा भूतपतिनथ नारायण कलाः शान्ता भजन्ति हय
ही अनुसूयवः. माला माताजी.
भेजी मुनो अथ अग्रे भगवन्तं भजवन्त अधोक्षजनं शत्वां विशुद्धक्षेमाय कल्पन्ते अनुतानिह मुमुक्षोः पुरोरूपन् हित्वा भूतपोतीनथ नारायण कलाशान्ता भजन्ति हृदय अनुसूयः.
Murunmai, please recite.
यस माताजी. भेजिरे मुनयोथाग्रे भगवन्त मधोक्षजं सत्वं विशुद्धं क्षेमाय कल्पन्ते येनुतानिह मुमुक्षवो घोररूपान् हित्वा भूतपतिनथ नारायण कलाशान्त भजन्ति यनसूयवः.
कर्पगवली माताजी. Dr. Karpagavali Mataji.
Prabhuji, I'm traveling, Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhuji.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Then who is remaining now? Poonam Mataji.
Poonam Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी.
Yes, Mataji.
भेजिरे मुनयो अथाग्रे भगवानन्तम् अधोक्षजं सत्वं विशुद्ध क्षेमाय कल्पन्ते येन तान् इह मुमुक्षवो घोर रूपान् हित्वा भूतपतिनथ नारायण कलाशान्ता भजन्ति हि अनुसूयवः.
Okay.
Please need observe how we speak. भेजिरे मुनयः अथ अग्रे भगवन्तं अधोक्षजं सत्वं विशुद्धं क्षेमाय कल्पन्ते ये अनुतान् इह मुमुक्षवः घोर रूपान् हित्वा भूतपतिन् अथ नारायण कलाः शान्ता भजन्ति हि अनुसूयवः. Word to word meaning. Service unto Munaya, the sages, Atha, thus, Agre, previously, Bhagwantam, unto the personality of Godhead, Adokshajam, the transcendent, Sattvam, existent, Vishuddham, above the three modes of nature, Kshemaya, to derive the ultimate benefit, Kalpante, deserve, ye, those, Anu, follow, Tan, those, in this material world, Mumukshava, person desiring liberation, Gor, horrible, ghastly, Rupan, form like that, Hitva, rejecting, Bhutapati, demigods. Atha, for this reason, Narayana, the personality of Godhead, Kalaha, plenary portions, Santa, all blissful, Bhajanti, do worship. He is certainly Anusuyavaha, non-envious. Translation and purport by the Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Previously, all the firewood. Previously, all the great sages rendered service unto the personality of Godhead. Due to his existence above the three modes of material nature, they worship him to become free from material condition and thus derive the ultimate benefit. Whoever follows such great authorities is also eligible for liberation from the material world. Those who are serious about liberation are certainly non-envious and they respect all. Yet they reject the horrible and ghastly forms of the demigods and worship only the all blissful forms of Lord Vishnu and his plenary portion. Purport by the Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The purpose of performing religion is neither to profit by material gain nor to get the simple knowledge of discerning matter from spirit. The ultimate aim of the religious performances is to release oneself from material bondage and regain the life of freedom in the transcendental world, where the personality of Godhead is the supreme person. Laws of religion, therefore, are directly enacted by the personality of Godhead, and except for the Mahajanas or the authorized agents of the Lord, no one knows the purpose of religion. There are 12 particular agents of the Lord who know the purpose of religion, and all of them render transcendental service unto him. Persons who desire their own good may follow these Mahajanas and thus attain the supreme benefit. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnana.
Mataji, 26 number.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who is the original person of the Vishnu categories, expand himself into different categories, namely integrated plenary portion and separated parts and parcels. The separated parts and parcels are the servator and integrated plenary portion of Vishnu Tattva are the worshipful objects of service. All demigods who are empowered by the Supreme Lord also also separated parts and parcels. They do not belong to the categories of Vishnu Tattva. The Vishnu Tattvas are giving beings equally as powerful as the original form of personality of Godhead, and they display different categories of power in consideration of different times and circumstances. The separated parts and parcel are powerful by limitation. They do not have unlimited power like the Vishnu Tattvas. Therefore, one should never classify the Vishnu Tattvas or the plenary portions of Narayana, the personality of Godhead, in the same categories with the parts and parcel. If anyone does so, he becomes at once an offender by the name Shandi. In the age of Kali, many foolish persons commit such unlawful offenses and equalize the two categories. The separated parts and parcels have different position in the estimation of material power, and some of them are like Kala Bhairav, Smashan Bhairav, Shani Mahakali, and Chandika. These demigods are worshipped mostly by those who are in the lowest categories of the mode of darkness or ignorance. Other demigods like Brahma, Shiva, Surya, Ganesh, and many similar deities are worshipped by men in the mode of passion urged on by the desire for material enjoyment. But those who are actually situated in the mode of goodness, Sattva, of material nature, worship only Vishnu Tattva. Vishnu Tattvas are represented by various names and forms, such as Narayan, Damodar, Vaman, Govind, and Adokshan. The qualified Brahmanas worship the Vishnu Tattvas, represented by the Shalagram Shila, and some of the higher castes like the Kshatriyas and Vaishyas also generally worship the Vishnu Tattva. Highly qualified Brahmanas situated in the mode of goodness have no grudges against the mode of worship of the other. They have all respect for other demigods, even though they make look ghastly like Kal Bhairav or Mahakali. They know very well that these horrible features of the Supreme Lord are all different servitor of the Lord under different conditions. Yet they reject the worship of both horrible and attractive features of the demigods. And they concentrate only on the forms of Vishnu because they are serious about liberation from the material condition. The demigods, even to the stage of Brahma, the supreme of all the demigods, cannot offer liberation to anyone. Hiranyakashipu underwent a severe type of penance to become eternal in life, but his worshipful deity, Brahma, could not satisfy him with such blessing. Therefore, Vishnu and none else is called Muktipad, or the personality of Godhead, who can bestow upon us mukti, liberation. The demigods, being like other living entities in the material world, are all liquidated at the time of the annihilation of the Supreme Lord. They are themselves unable to get liberation, and what to speak of giving liberation to their devotees. The demigods can award the worshippers some temporary benefit only, and not the ultimate one. It is for this reason only the candidate for liberation deliberately reject the worship of the demigod, although they have no disrespect for any one of them. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeyam Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांच नमो ओम विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देशतारिणे वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 in this shlokas they describe about the how we uh, try to liberate here the sages, great sages, rendering their services to the personality of Godhead, and they worship to become free from material conditions and derive the ultimate benefit to go to the uh, uh, Godhead, God's abode. And here they're giving the importance of the supreme personality of Godhead. There are someone are doing the service or worshipping like demigods, like Shani, uh, Smashan Vairagya, Mahakali, Chandika, Kal Bhairav Adi. But instead of how the worship of the supreme personality of Godhead is important, that described in two shlokas, Prabhuji will tell you in detail. Hare Krishna Dandavat Pranam. Vancha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namo.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji, for a wonderful summarization of these two shlokas and the recitations with proper Sanskrit pronunciations. which is important because finally this is Devavanihi. This is the language in which even we will be speaking with Lord when we meet him face to face on going back home, back to Godhead. So, Bhejire Munaya Athagre Bhagvantam Adhokshajam. So nowadays you find many theories about Lord, but the absolute truth is personal. And Agre, in the beginning itself, this was agreed by all the sages. So initially there was Brahma and then many other persons, Maricha, Adi, great sages. So all of them always engaged in worshipping Supreme Personality of Godhead from the very beginning. And how? Bhagvantam Adhokshajam. Now, Adhokshajam we have learned even previously, it means beyond our sense perception. So Krishna, the absolute truth, is a person. He may be little difficult to understand because with our sense perceptions, we cannot do it. He is beyond that. So that is why he is Adhok Shajam. Many people who cannot go beyond what we can think or see, they have a doubt how a person can create such huge cosmic manifestation. So they are bewildered because their poor brain, tiny little brain, they are not able to understand this unlimited potency of Shri Krishna. And that is why we need to understand about Krishna through Guru, Shishya Parampara, through Shastra and their meanings. So Shastra is Vedanta because Vedanta is accepted by all classes. And in the beginning itself, the very first sutra of Vedanta is Athato Brahma Jigyasa, to inquire about Brahman. And then the next the answer is Janmadi Asya Yataha. So that is Brahman. The absolute truth is that from whom everything emanates. And this same Janmadi Asya Yataha is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is explained by Vyasdev himself. So in Bhagavatam, what we are understanding is an explanation of the Vedanta Sutra, Bhashyam Brahma Sutrana. So this is why it is the real commentary or Bhasya of Vedanta Sutra. Therefore, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Goswamis, they did not write any comment on Vedanta Sutra because they all accepted Srimad Bhagavatam as the natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. And that is what we have to understand, that is what we have to learn, and that is what we have to imbibe in our day-to-day activities so that we can achieve the objective of our life. And that is why in Bhagavatam, initially the Vedanta Sutra was discussed, just like here, Agre is coming, very beginning. And therefore, Bhagavatam also explains Abhijna Swarata. So this is going to come. Krishna is not that dead stone. He has got consciousness. Anyavat itarataha cha artheshu abhijnaha. He knows everything. Directly, indirectly. We may not be knowing many things. Just look at our eyes. In fact, from eyes, we should learn how to live. If you see the eyes, they close together, they open together, they cry together. And that too when they're not seeing each other at any point of time. But then does it mean that the eyes do not exist? They exist. And we have to live life. We have to have relations like that only. Togetherness, strength. This tongue, its actual weight is very less. But if you are not able to control tongue, then it becomes very heavy to manage the resultants of the inappropriate activities of the tongue. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always tells us that we should be very, very humble. He says that we should be humbler than the grass blade. Trunadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahai. So it's just like our two legs. One leg is going ahead, but it is not having any kind of what I'll say arrogance that I am first. And neither the second leg, which is behind, feels that he is in depression or he is going back. That is how the life has to be lived, that we keep moving towards knowledge, towards Athato Brahma Jigyasa, understanding the truth, which we saw has to be realized in three features: Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagwaniti Shabdate. So the moment we understand it, we'll come to the conclusion, we'll get the realization, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. So that realization will have to develop. As Devji in fact says, Aruhya Krachrena Parampadam Tatha Patanti Adho Anadatra Yusmad Anagraya. Because people neglect Krishna, Anadrat Yushmad Anagraya. That is why they do not come to see Krishna face to face. And that is why Vedanta philosophy is not accepted. Bhagavad says, Vimukta Maninaha. They are thinking that they have become liberated, but then that is concoction, Maninaha. The truth is that we are always dependent upon Krishna. We are having the eternal relationship of servitor to Krishna, and that relationship is something which we need to accept, and that was accepted by the sages right at the beginning itself. So we need to seek his mercy. Krishna's to Bhagwan Swayam. Krishna is delivering himself. That is his kindness. That is his mercy. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also delivering Krishna. Krishna prema pradayate. In fact, he is not only giving Krishna, he is also giving love of Krishna. So we should not be misled by Vedantists or impersonalists or voidists or atheists. This is what is described in Bhagavad Gita also, and we have to follow it just like these sages. Thereafter, Prabhupada ji is explaining about this mumukshava. The mumukshava means very difficult. So, the class of men to find out mumukshava, it is difficult to find out. They do not know. They are desiring to be liberated, but they don't know what is liberation. Just like the modern age scientist, they do not know anything about mumuksha. And still, they are the ones who are creating the educational systems, who are the public leaders. In the seventh canto, it is mentioned, Andha yatha andhe upaniyamana. They do not know what is objective of life. What for life, when life is meant, they do not know. And still, people follow them. So it is like a blind person following another blind person. Similarly are the leaders that we have nowadays. And this is the cause of all kind of distress and failures. Because we are not getting the real education. Narottam Das Thakur says, Hari Hari Bifale Janama Ganainu, Manusha Janma Paiya Radha Krishna Na Bhajiya, Janiya Suniya Bishakhainu. That, my dear Lord Krishna, I have simply wasted my life. Without Krishna consciousness, I have wasted my life if I am not doing anything for you, and I'm simply diverted by my attention towards eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. And that is why Hari Hari Bifale Janma Ganayanu, I have simply spoiled my life. We are lucky that Srila Prabhupada has created all this so easily for us, and we are understanding all this philosophy and made it easy for us. We just have to keep on associating, keep on reading the scriptures, keep on chanting, taking Krishna Prasadam, involving in deity worships, and doing any kind of engagement for service of the devotees. And then we'll have got the mercy of Krishna. Hari.